700 careers, 700 futures for the folks working for BIOVECTRA and their families. So yeah, that really is purpose. When my time comes, I just want to kind of feel like we did something really good. And actually, I had that feeling when I walked away. All started in, I think, 1970. Then Dean of Science, Mr. Regis Duffy, had enough that his graduate students couldn't find jobs. So he took matters in his own hand. So he started his company in a garage.
A family feel for the organization, something that Dr. Regis Duffy instilled very early on in the garage days and throughout his time as leader of diagnostic chemicals in BIOVECTRA.
I spent my entire career in pharma. Like life sciences has been my professional life. Over time, I transitioned to Canada. There was an increasing interest from a company called Agilent Pharmaceuticals to actually try to convince me to join them. They asked me if I would do a quick stint in Canada, look at an acquisition that they did a year ago through another company. So they announced me to become the president of this company and help them to figure out what to do with this beautiful asset. Flew in July 2015 and, I never looked back.
Our expectation would be that, he would stay maybe for 18 months and then move on to something else. But he immediately fell in love with the area, the community, the company, and he saw the potential that BIOVECTRA had.
The first time I met Oliver, you could tell he was a very special CEO. He had assembled a great team, brought a very nice vision to the business, and it was a company we knew we wanted to invest in. HIG acquired BIOVECTRA back in 2019 for $250 million. Every year we gain more and more confidence this could be a billion-dollar organization.
He was an incredibly important asset in that business because he understood the potential probably more than anybody else could. So when HIG stepped in, they were betting on Oliver as much as the rest of the team and the opportunity.
BIOVECTRA is a contract manufacturer of pharmaceutical ingredients and drug products for the world's most complex medicines.
If you look at the pharmaceutical industry, approximately 2/3 of their value chain manufacturing is outsourced.
Oliver turned BIOVECTRA into a CDMO powerhouse, not just in Atlantic Canada, but frankly in North America. The sophistication of the technologies that the company is using, the brain power, the capacity of the scientists and the engineers are all testament to his vision.
We were also supporting some of the GLP-1 expansion projects. And in those areas, they needed more capacity, they needed more growth. Oliver was one of the first to see that, and it just led to a great partnership between us and the industry.
When Oliver arrived, in the Maritimes and he saw where BIOVECTRA is located, he realized early on there's a tremendous opportunity with the location, but there are also challenges that come with it.
There's no perfect location. You do it in Toronto, you compete for talent like every year. The grit out here, the connectivity, the pride, the commitment. Here, folks live and breathe BIOVECTRA. There's people in this company who have been here for 40 years. You can't acquire that. That's built, and that's earned.
I had never been there. I didn't even know an Atlantic time zone even existed before I went out to Charlottetown. But I can tell you that is an incredible community. When we first started looking at investing in BIOVECTRA, we saw the employee retention stats, and frankly, I thought it was a typo. They were so high.
One of the things that's really impressive about what HIG and BIOVECTRA and Oliver did together was make significant capital investments in that community.
Oliver had exceptional relationships with the Canadian government and was able to arrange a fantastic program that worked for BIOVECTRA strategically, but also, served the community quite well.
The government of Canada deserves a lot of credit for a $2.2 billion program to build our biomanufacturing capacity, because one of the scary surprises early in the pandemic was that we didn't have any of the scale manufacturing capacity to produce medicines for ourselves.
We would be willing and ready to build an mRNA vaccine facility here in Charlottetown.
It was clear that if we execute properly as we laid it out, planned, and had all the confidence of doing so, we would change the trajectory of this company and, quite frankly, the entire Canadian life science sector.
The government of Canada, from a health security perspective, made a bet on that team that they could deliver. And they did deliver on time, on budget.
Everything he said he was going to do from the beginning of starting that project, he did. Jobs depended on it, customers depended on it, and he delivered.
You either become an acquirer, or you fit with your technology and your capacity and your offerings into the strategic desire of a bigger company. And what I committed to for this company, that I had this vision to become a global powerhouse, was right in front of us. So there was no doubt about it.
It wasn't surprising to see, a top-class organization in Agilent who was looking to get into a different line of business to rely on the BIOVECTRA organization and what Oliver had built.
I think Canada can be proud of BIOVECTRA, and from my perspective, should shamelessly copy it many times.
In 2024, there were $5 billion transactions in Canada in life sciences. 2 of them were in Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island has something going on.
It's a great success for Canada because just at the end of that story, Oliver became a citizen of Canada. And what a great catch for all of us.
Going from 200 employees to 700 employees, 3 sites to 7 manufacturing facilities in 2 provinces over 5 years. As you add to that, increasing the value of the organization by 4x over that same 5-year period, that's truly impressive.
Just seeing what we've built here, and when I left, I did exactly what I told myself 10 years in the making. I actually turned around. I just looked at the facility and it made me feel good. This wasn't just a job for me. It's a life journey. It's pretty priceless.